been away for a bit. Crazy having that weekend with the kids. And then yesterday I went for a good run, but I just didn't make time to make a video. Kind of fucked that up a little bit. I think I just busted out a mile. I got way more to go, but damn, dude, I did a mile in like 8.5 minutes. I was fucking whooping my ass getting that shit done. I think that's the fastest. A mile in 8. I think at the time was 8:34. It's probably the fastest I've ever run, if I'm being honest. Like, you know, consistently for that mile. Damn. But what was I gonna say? I think something that I'm coming to, realization that I'm having, is that I'm letting what I love get in the way of what I need. What I mean by that is, like, you know, the things that I want to do, the things that I love doing, I'm using those as excuses, even to people I love, my kids. You know, in some weird kind of a way, I'm using them right now as an excuse to not run. Because, like, oh, I got the kids, I don't want to bug my parents and ask them to watch them for like a half hour, which is really not asking much at all. So, you know, ask them to watch them so I can go run. So it's like, I know I should do it, I know I gotta do it, but I've been not doing it. But I mean, honestly, man, other than that, shit's good. You know, I had a couple of those rest days when I wasn't running, so actually I kind of put them to good use, not running. I'm feeling a little thinner, but today and yesterday I've been feeling kind of fat because I kind of overate. Been crushing the straw pickles I got, so you know, that's like all salt, so I'm feeling like kind of bloated from that crap. But other than that, man, I'm noticing, except for like dumb little things, like when we were leaving Walmart, we stopped and got what do we got? Girl Scout cookies. Oh my god, those are delicious, dude. I love Girl Scout cookies, but I gotta be careful buying them, because you buy them and you gotta eat them. So that's kind of the rule. So, I mean, other than that, I've been pretty good about eating. You know, I've been eating healthy. I've been eating right. I mean, maybe been eating a little bit more than I should. Like, I've been overeating healthy things, but the way I look at it, man, is like extra serving of steak, a few extra eggs, extra slice of bacon. I mean, that's better than a whole sleeve of Oreos, you know, or 2 bowls of cereal or shit like that. So, I mean, am I kind of using the fact that it's healthy as an excuse to overeat? Yeah, a little bit, but I think it's better to overeat on broccoli than to overeat on fucking donuts and shit. Though I will say, when I was on my rest days, I was definitely porking out. I crushed a couple of munchkins, because my oldest daughter, you know, she likes to get baby donuts. That's what we call them. Munchkins are baby donuts. And God damn, I love them so much. But yeah, I kind of, you know, I'll get an order of 10. I'll have them split up between 2 bags. Sometimes I'll steal 1 or 2 munchkins from the bags. So one gets 4, the other gets 4. Dad gets 2, but that's dad tax, man. Dad tax is sacred. I need those taxis. I need those taxis. I need those taxes. This is kind of cool. So over here, this used to be a fitness place, and I don't know what happened to them. I don't know if they closed or moved or what. I mean, they're closed now here. I don't know if they moved or what, but Classy Canines is moving in there. And that's a dog boarding place. I think they do training, but it's like a doggy daycare / boarding place. And I mean, they do really well. But I used to work there years ago, but they're moving from, they have a small location right there. You can't see it, but there's this little brick building. They kind of lease a part back there, so it's probably like, I don't know, 20, 30 dogs in there right now. So at least that spot, it was small. I mean, it wasn't small. I mean, it was kind of small. It was like a couple contractor bays. But this facility is going to be top notch for them, man. That's tons of room. That's like a real facility, man. That's really cool. And it's also kind of funny because the first 5K I ever did, I did at Classic Canines. But I can't remember if it was an actual 5K or what, because we walked it, and I don't think it took me an hour to walk it. I think it was like maybe it was an hour. I don't know, but there's a picture of me somewhere. That was my first ever 5K. And I was like, dude, I was big. Like, I was a big boy. And I don't know, in my mind, I think I was 240 at that time. And I looked a lot bigger back then at that 240 than I do now at this 250. And I think it's really because, one, probably like 280, 260 or something. And then two, I don't know, man, I got a lot more muscle now than I had back then. Like, I'm not Mr. Muscles, but with all this running I've been doing and shit, dude, my legs are fucking wood. And I got, a little bit more muscle here and there. Kind of built a little better, but I also have a beard now, and I did not have that back then. Nothing like this. I think back then I had like a little something here, a little something here. I don't know, I never, ooh, it's a fucking downed wire. Back then I didn't have as much, so I'm sure it's a lot of that. I'm sure it's a lot of, back then I was so fat, not noticing how fat I am now. Pretty big now. But I'm feeling thinner, but the scale's not agreeing. And I know part of it is because I'm not eating in the deficit that I had originally planned for. So I have to address that at some point. I should start addressing that now. But that first month when you're starting a life change like this, man, it's just a matter of it's just getting through that month. I'm not saying I'm gonna wait a month to address that calorie deficit problem, but for right now, if I gotta eat at maintenance, as long as I'm eating healthy to maintain the recomposition I'm gonna have to go through, putting on all these miles, then I know that's gonna pay dividends on the back end. I know I'm gonna lose a lot more weight once I hit that deficit, once I've recomped a little bit and have a better, physical frame to kind of work with. I know when I was first kind of making these vlogs to kind of monitor myself, I was saying I was gonna run the 6 miles a day, do a 500 calorie deficit, and I am working towards that. But to get to that point, I gotta just run every day, and I gotta eat right. It's just like I'm on week 3 now of this, so this is that turnaround point. I got 2 weeks in, I'm feeling good, I'm not looking as good as I could, and the scale's disagreeing with me, but I'm feeling good. And that's what's important, is I'm still feeling good. And my dietary habits have changed. My mental landscape has kind of transformed a little bit. I'm feeling sharper, I have higher energy. Although even though I feel beat a lot of the day, I do have a higher energy level, so I feel mentally sharper, I feel physically better, I feel emotionally more kind of toggled or together. I don't know, I'm trying to make up words, but I'm feeling more keyed in. So I'm on week 3. Things starting tomorrow. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say I think starting tomorrow. Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be logging every calorie. Not even necessarily to try to keep under my limits, but just to kind of see, where am I at really? I feel like my intuition has been pretty keyed in, because for 2 weeks I've been running my ass off, and I've been eating my ass off. But my eating hasn't eclipsed my running. I think I've been eating just the amount that I needed to kind of maintain recomposition, to kind of put on muscle at the rate that I'm burning fat, which is important, because at a certain point I will be burning more fat than building muscle, blah, blah, blah. All right, I'm 10 minutes in. I think my heart rate's returned to normal after that fucking heart attack run I just did. Whew. All right, popping off this video. We'll do a recap a little bit later. Love y'all. All right, just got another mile in. I'm on this side street right here. It's about midnight, so I got maybe, I don't know, about a quarter mile for this cool down walk here. My legs are fucking freezing right now, dude. It is really cold out. You know, when I'm running it, it's hard to kind of keep track of, there's a car coming. It's hard to kind of keep track of of how cold it is, you know what I mean? Because you're moving, so you're warmed up. But then I gotta use my phone, and my fingers don't work as well. You know, I go to talk, and my mouth is kind of frozen up. So, sucks, dude. But with that, my legs are freezing. It's windy. It's dark out. Tired. My money's fucked up because my girl took all my money. She's with some other dude. Yeah, everything kind of sucks right now. I get every reason to kind of give up, throw in the towel, but I'm just not built like that. Which is cool to know, you know, because your whole life, sometimes in life, at least for me, you know, you worry like, well, what about when this happens? What's going to happen when this happens? What's going to happen when this happens? You have a lot of anxiety about, you know, kind of like when shit goes wrong. But once shit goes wrong and you survive it, you kind of don't worry about it anymore. And you start to realize that, like, that is life. Life is shit going wrong and you deal with it. This idea that, like, life is interrupted by those things, it's kind of backwards and kind of wrong. You know, it's the other way around. Life is interrupted by periods of peace and calm and tranquility and order, which is, I mean, you gotta bust your fucking ass for that, man. It's crazy how hard you have to work. Camera's being all weird, probably because my phone's so cold. It's so dark out. As I was saying, you gotta bust your fucking ass for, you know, that head hitting your pillow at 8:30 at night, house is clean, dishwasher's running, kids are asleep, money's good, no one's fighting, no one's dying, no one's crying, no one's sick. I mean, those are fucking, like, mythical. They basically don't exist on their own. You gotta really bust your ass to be appreciative when you have those moments, which is something I've always kind of known, but now I'm living it, you know what I mean? Like, I've always known that life is not easy like that. Now I'm an adult. I'm living it hardcore, you know? And life's beating me up, but I'm punching life right back. I'm taking my licks where I have to, and fighting back when I can. You know, that seems to be the way that life works. There's a kind of fair play in that sense, you know? You know, it's like this idea of karma. You know, if you do good, good will happen to you. If you do bad, bad will happen to you. But, you know, karma kind of works in reverse too. Like, if life is fucking you up, you can go back and fuck life up. And if life's treating you good, you can treat life good. You know, there's a sinister nature in the universe that just begs to be tamed. And if you can grab it by the horns and you just wrestle it down, you make it work for you, you kind of become its master. Or not, you don't become its master, but you kind of order it. You kind of show it order, you know? Inside of all of us, inside of all of our lives, there's this demon that runs around. It fucks everything up. Just does whatever it wants, or, you know, just lets the worst case scenarios happen. But it's because it's unruled, you know? It wants to be dominated, but, you know, it believes that it's stronger and better than any other option. It hasn't been shown the right way. So if you can get out there, you can grab it, show it who's boss, bring it to God, so to speak. Now, this isn't saying that you're God, but rather you're living right, letting God live through you, organizing your life. you can kind of get that demon under control and get your life together a little bit, you know? Then it starts to work for you. And the more and more you do that, the less and less you run into issues of, you know, these little gremlins ruining your life. You know, like I walk by some people's beautiful homes, like this house right here. I'm not gonna show it because it's pitch black, but it's like mowed and it looks nice, and they got the wind chimes, and you know, it's just like a nice house. You know, it's a beautiful house, so well taken care of. I love seeing shit like that. I think homes are an important reflection of who lives inside of them, you know? So like there's another beautiful house here. It's a gorgeous house. The lawn's taken care of, that tree's pruned up nice, this porch is clean, it's all ordered. They got this nice little like lighthouse fixture. It's nice, all these houses, there's a lot of nice houses down here. It's another nice house there, cedar siding. Got this cute little lamppost. You know, it's like, you gotta appreciate things like that. You gotta appreciate life. So, I don't know. I'm just rambling now, but I gotta bust out this last half mile or so. So, peace.